those top teams losing, Gonzaga included. Still your number one overall seed, because when everybody else behind you loses, there's really nowhere for you to fall. They only have 1 or 2 games left before the NCAA tournament, because they get the triple bye all the way to the West Coast Conference semifinals, which begin later on this week. Is there any way Gonzaga doesn't get that number one overall seed if they win the WCC tournament?
No, I think they're the number one overall if they get through this tournament, and especially as dominant as they've been in this league, the loss to St. Mary's notwithstanding. This is a team that is dominating what is also a very good league. We talked about West basketball. The West Coast Conference could put 4 teams in the field as well. So, this has really been a great year for this league, and it's helping boost Gonzaga up and give them some protection from the teams chasing them, because they actually have opportunities to get somewhat resume-building wins in their league, more than they normally get.
We saw a little flip-flopping on the 1 line with Baylor replacing Kansas, Kansas falling to that 2 line because of the game this past weekend. All 2 seeds are in action tomorrow on Tuesday night. Which 2 seed? Duke, Kansas, Providence, Wisconsin. Which 2 seed has the best chance of getting to that 1 line?
It's definitely Kansas, because of the strength of their remaining schedule and the opportunities to really put a gap between them and everyone else. And there really is a gap between 5 and 6 at this point in the bracket. Kansas, with the chances that they have left to play quality opponents every time they take the floor, has the best chance to move up to that 1 line.
Yeah, talk more about the gap, because that's one thing I'm always interested in going to a tournament. Like, sometimes there's just a one team that seems to be way ahead of everybody else. So there's a big gap between the top overall seed and everybody else. Sometimes there's a huge gap between all the 1 seeds and the 2 seeds. Where do you see that gap going into the tournament this year?
Well, right now it's between number 5 overall Kansas and number 6 Duke, who's got a few bad losses in the league. And because the ACC is way down this year, to the point where the second highest team in my bracket is Notre Dame, and they're in an 8-9 game. So it's hard for Duke to resume build in their own league this year, which is really unusual for the ACC. Plus, everybody's trying to give Duke their best shot, because that's the only chance those teams have to resume build, is to try and beat Duke. So because Duke just doesn't have the quality schedule that these other teams have, it's going to be hard for them to jump up to a 1 line.
All right, Duke, the only team in the ACC with a net above 40 right now going into the last week of the regular season in the ACC. Let's talk bubble teams once again, Jerry, and a Florida team.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.